Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's check out Helsinki food, 5 cheap eats in Helsinki.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in Helsinki, Finland, outside the Kauppahali. This is the old market you want to come see and grab some food at when you're here in Helsinki. And today what we have for you are 5 snacks you can't pass up when you're coming here to Helsinki, because there's a lot of great food here, but the thing is there's a lot of great expensive food. And what I want to give you are 5 cheap, tasty treats you need to have. And honestly, some of them you can just get right in there and it's fantastic. And I think the first one you really need to have when you are here is sit down and have a coffee and a korvapusti. You're like, Mark, what's a korvapusti? I know what coffee is, but what's korvapusti? Korvapusti are cinnamon buns. The cinnamon rolls here in Finland are the best in the world. I mean, hands down, fantastic. And you'll see them all over, and they have them right inside. There's some really nice coffee places too. But sit down, take in a
This looks
coffee,
really
have a
yummy.
cinnamon roll, and you will love it. It's cheap, it's tasty, and it is definitely something that's super Finnish. And if you don't want to do it here, just up the way, you have the Esplanade, which is this, like tree-lined path. That's an esplanade. You'll see it when you're there, and it's just gorgeous. And they have outdoor cafes there. Sometimes there's live music, but it's really, really cool. But yes, the cinnamon roll is a must when you are here. Now, the next thing I would recommend you get, which is a good kind of grab and go kind of thing, is you might see it called like a rice pastry or a rice pie or a Karelian pie. It's Karjalan piraka, which this is something that you have a lot of times at breakfast here. If you're at a hotel, they'll probably have it for you. And what it is like the base is like a rye bread kind of crust almost, and then it's got like a rice porridge inside, and then if you're lucky you'll get like this kind of like egg butter you'll put on top of it. It's fantastic, and you can get it some places around town too, no problem. But it's a quick cheap snack you can get in Helsinki, which is actually really good. And then next, another little handheld treat I think is also important is the lihapirkka, which is just a meat pie,
Okay,
which
this
just
looks
looks kind of like
nice.
a dough ball with meat inside. It's very simple, very tasty, but very easy and very cheap to get. Now the thing is you can go to the Kauppahali and see like the fancier cafe stuff, or you can go to Orgin, and Orgin is just a chain of kiosks around town where you can get cheap eats when you're there. And yes, they'll have the cinnamon roll, and they'll have some other good stuff there, and they'll have the meat pies, and they'll probably have the Karelian pie, the rice pie, And so you have that. So the Orgin can be your nice little cheap eat kind of place if you don't want to do the fancy kind of cool, market hall version. Now, the first 3 things I had were very much handheld, treats, but I think there's another thing you're going to see. And actually, if you're here in Helsinki, right in front of the market hall, there's actually there's the Kaupatori, which is the market square, and there actually are restaurants there and little stands there where you can eat, and it's fantastic. And one of the cheap, tasty things to get either there or in places and restaurants around town that's affordable and fantastic is the salmon soup. And the thing is when you think of the salmon soup, you have to imagine like big chunks of salmon in there and potatoes, and then like a creamy dill like soup base. Oh my god, it is so good. And the best part is it usually comes with some of the fantastic bread that's here. Like the rye bread is amazing, but any bread you're going to get here is fantastic, and that will really fill you up. And it's a lot cheaper than one of the main entree items, so that can be a good filler up without unfilling your wallet. And then the fifth tasty treat you need to have when you're here in Helsinki is the candy. Now the biggest candy and the most important candy for the Finns is salmiakki, and salmiakki is salted black licorice candy. Okay, it could come like in a hard candy or like licorice kind of stuff, or it might come in ice cream. I just saw it on the square over here, and you can get it like there's an alcohol version of it. But salmiakki is their thing, and if you don't like that kind of salty black licorice stuff, don't worry. There's other great candies here. Fazer candy is here, which has got great gummies, but really, really good chocolates. Like that's what I'm taking back to Liam and Kayla back in the U.S. when I'm leaving here, because that's a really good candy. And you'll see when you're here, there's a lot of candy stores around Helsinki that you can go in, and it's the one you scoop and put in your bag, so you can get a nice mix of candies, or just pick up some of the candies when you are here and take it home, because the Finns love their sweets. Okay, so I hope this helps you know a few kind of cheap treats to get when you're here in Helsinki, because whether you're coming in on the Viking Line ferry or the Silja Line ferry, or you're here doing one of your Baltic cruises, I know it is an expensive stop along the way, and these tiny treats are tiny in the prices but huge in taste. So have a great time here in Helsinki, and I'll say moi moi.
Okay, this was so nice. I'm so glad I checked this. All the snacks he made mention looks really, really yummy. And I can tell you for free, these are something I'm going to enjoy snacking on, trust me. It was nice, and What do you think about his video? What do you think about all he has made mention of? Do you think they are actually cheap? Let me know in the comment section, right? Thank you and see you guys in my next one.